The curriculum vitae or the resume or the biodata, this is a document which is about yourself. This curriculum vitae, literally this means your life story, and this has exhaustive listing of all your education, all your work experiences on what you have achieved, that is your accomplishment. It also includes the research, publications or organization you have worked and any service you have provided to the community. And please understand, curriculum vitae or biodata or resume is not specific to a particular job or position. This is generic. You don't tell employer here, you don't have a specific employer, and this is commonly used everywhere now. How to prepare your resume or a CV? First of all, you can use any editable format or application like the Word, and it has to be readable because the font size should be around 10, 12, 11 is very good, and you need to use a proper font, means to the entirety. That means don't use somewhere times New Roman and somewhere you are using Arial. Don't do that. Only use Times New Roman for the whole document. If you are using Arial, then for the whole document. Now you have to put, if this is your resume, then you have to put a name at the top here, top of the page, and add your contact information like your address, phone, email. I'll give you an example also. And first we start with about me, that is what is your objective, what kind of job you are seeking, you are wanting. Then the education part, school. Then the work part, that is the employment. That is, I'll tell you about this in later in detail, but for the time being, for example, you have led organization of over 100 people to success. You have facilitated improvement in efficiency by 36%. This is what you have done, what you are possible to. And you can write your interest also, involved in various community services or some extracurricular activities. Then if you have a knowledge of computer and technical skills you have specific, you can write it here. And then your leadership qualities and volunteer experience. What you have to do, what you don't have to do, this has to be very clear. Put your name and page on top of each page. Begin phrases with action words always, and provide detail about your accomplishment. That is, you have to focus on what you've achieved, what your results were, and the work ethic you are following, how you are dealing with your colleague, that is the team effort, team building, team work. This has to be shown. And there are some don'ts. No discussion about what you left a job, no discussion or detail about social security number, date of birth and picture until unless it has been specifically sought. And don't lie or exaggerate. Don't begin phrase with I, and always use complete sentences. Just short sentences will be good, and here you don't need any references. Format is very important, like the bullets, the indent, the bold, the italics, all are very important. And there has to be consistency. For example, somewhere you have written 2005 2007, and somewhere you have written 2005, now the hyphen is large, now the space is there. This is not acceptable. And see, there are thousands and hundreds of CV that are going to be there with the employer, so you need to show yourself specific so that your letter or your CV can be picked up from the pile. So there are two types of resumes or CV. First is the chronological and the other is functional or skill based. This is the sample of chronological resume. This is your name, this is your address and number, and this is your email ID. Now you have to write an objective, that is, for example, if this example is taken, to obtain a research and development position. Then you have to summarize your qualification. Not these qualifications are here, but summarize your qualification. That is, you are seasoned professional with significant field experience in manufacturing, including technology development and management, like this, like you are fluent in English and Spanish or some French. Then you come here and you see education, honors and certification. You can write what you have done here. Then you can also give the You are certified with, say, Cisco or some Microsoft certification, any certification you can write. Then you can go to your professional experience. What you have done from 2002 to 2003, 2003 to present, what all you have done, you have to write here, and you have to specifically bulleted way give what you have achieved. For example, increase output of the marketing team by 50% with result confirmed by a market survey. This is very good. Created a conceptual plan and design of a new R&D function in Los Angeles or your place, New Delhi, right? Then any professional association can be given here. This is an example, same stuff with the skilled or functional based resume. Name, address, and then your email ID, what is your objective, and the summary of qualification, education like this. Then professional skills. What are your management professional skills? Marketing, administration. This you can give like in a bulleted form, and what you have achieved. Then the employment history, what you have done 2002 to 2003, 2003 to present, say 2018, 19, like this you can give. Then accomplishment and results are very important because they have to be in a SOAR order. S means statement of action, what did you do? O means occurrence of action, how many times does it happen? Amount of action, percentage wise you can give. And result of action, whether it increase, decrease, what you have implemented. I'll give you little example of that. That overhauled social organization recruitment program which achieved national record of 75% increase. So you are giving percentage also, you are giving increase also. Here you are saying that small newspaper, you were a cartoonist which publishes 4 times a week. So you are saying 4 times a week. Here you are getting 140 middle and senior school level. This initiated leadership change program. Led 8-member team, that is a project team, and 500 employees. So you have given what you have done, collected leadership data. You have formulated banking method that decreased teller outage by 60%, maintained 40% net profit margin in retail sales over 2-year period. So these are certain examples. These are varied examples, means from different field, but in this way you have to give. So the CV or a resume has to be readable to the organization. Action verb should be there. Industry terms have to be there, and the accomplishment has to be quantifiable, and there has to be clear path what you are seeking, what you are asking. And then succinct is your CV should be brief, concise, not very large.